Hello, it's me again, yeah, and thank you for dropping by. Woohoo, welcome! We're listening to another comeback, and I don't think I've heard of this group in quite some time, nor did I actually review them or talk about them before. I have heard of some of their songs before, don't get me wrong, but when I started reacting and commenting, I don't think I have, listened to this group before, so this is my first time for a reaction for them. So it is the group 17. Like I said, I've listened to some of their songs before. Am I familiar with them? Not quite. I know a few members. I know there's a petite member who's also very talented amongst, the rest of the team is super talented. I know there are lots of people in that group. What else do I know? They have a lot of views for all their MVs, so they are very successful, and they debuted quite some time ago, so they're no longer rookies, even though they're still super young looking, right? But they have been in the music industry for some time, so I am looking forward because they have a lot of cool choreography as well as really catchy and upbeat like songs, at least the ones I've heard in the past. So today we're listening to a song, their newest song, called Ready to Love. So I guess they're ready to love, and it should be upbeat maybe. Hopefully it's not like a sad like story, especially during summer. I don't know, but let's check it out right now. Oh man, okay, massive cat up there. I Dream of Love, and then on the side right here, We Used to Be Friends. That sounds a little sad. So Ready to Love. Maybe this person had a bad relationship and now he's ready for a new relationship. I don't know, but that cat might be the main character. Maybe loving a cat is better than loving a human. I don't know, but it's quite summery, and I guess we'll just get started. So 17's Ready to Love.
I'm ready to love. 내게 말해줘. Can we stay together? Can we stay together? I'm a fool in love for you. 내 맘을 네 곁에 forever. 네 곁에 forever. 널 만나 내 마음이 계속 더 잘라서 우리 사이란 친구로는 모자라. 속도가 이리 빠른 줄 몰랐어. All I wanna do is run away, cause you are my escape. No, there's no limit 대답을 원해. I'm ready to love. 내게 말해줘. Can we stay together? Can we stay together? I'm up for the love for you. 내 맘을 네 곁에 forever. 네 곁에 forever. 세상의 반대로 run away. 내 손을 잡아. Run away. 이제 날 이제 우리 뜻이 내 눈 가득 채울 수 있게 그럴 수 있게. You give me purpose. Already know, yeah. 생각해봐. 질때지는 표정. 네 기분을 푸는 secret recipe. 내 눈이 널 보는 순간 다 알고 있어. 아무 말 하지 않아도 처음 느낀 심장의 속도가 cause you are my escape, babe. 너만 준비가 되어 있으면 돼. I'm ready to love. 내게 말해줘. Can we stay together? Can we stay together? I'm up for the love for you. 내 맘을 네 곁에 forever. 네 곁에 forever.
Oh, that was very sudden. Hold on. Let's start from the beginning. There's just a lot of things right here. I did not expect it to stop that quickly, and then a commercial popped up, and I was like, hey, you're in the way. But okay, so that was really short, even though looking at the time, 3 minutes, it's slightly shorter, but it's not like, ridiculously short. So I was hoping for something a little bit more after like that wet rain scene, but I guess, it was a surprise, so it's something that was unexpected, which could be a nice thing too to remember in the MV. So, all right, there were lots of members in 17. That's not new news though, but everyone had a good amount of scenes. I think a good amount had very close up moments. And like I said, with so many members and in 3 minutes or so, it's hard to, get everyone. But I think I was able to hear everyone and see everyone at least once or twice, which is good. And so everyone is kind of wandering around, looking a little sad and lost. And I think it's a song about like, oh, I want to continue to be with this girl. Who is she? Are fans wondering? Because there are definitely certain scenes where you can see her face quite clearly. I just don't know. I just don't know her. Sorry. But everyone is looking a little sad, never really smiled, and I guess, oh, okay, I didn't see this part. I saw the pink telephone stand, and it's like lover, maybe he wants to be her boyfriend instead of just a typical friend. So people or the members are walking towards this telephone stand instead of the friend stand, I guess, and, feeling like not having a lot of hope, right? Want this to happen, but not happening, and they're a little sad about it. But there were a few vocalists in the beginning of the song, right, singing and kind of starting the emotions, the tones of the song and the story, kind of sad, right? Hoping we can be a couple, but not. And there's just a lot of words around here saying like, I can see you from here. Well, first of all, I can see you from here is a little creepy, but there's also a typo, so it's kind of funny. And you are my escape. I dream of love. We're still here. So maybe this person is stuck in this situation where, like, I really want to be with this person, but the girl is really saying, like, no, thank you. Oh, thank you. But they're kind of persistent. And I'm not saying, like, 17 members themselves, but, like, the story, them as the characters in the story. Just my guess. But it's very interesting. I don't know why all the cars are covered up except one. Is there a meaning to it? It's very yellow and overall very colorful. I thought it would be very summer-like, like I get to be with my girlfriend or boyfriend, woohoo, that type of a love song, but I guess not. So it seems a little more sad than what I thought, but I don't know why they're all covered up, except that one convertible. And there was a rapper who was singing as he was hopping onto the convertible. You bet there. You look familiar. I might mix up the name, so I'm not going to say it. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm really bad at names, but I recognize his face, and he has a really good rapping voice, same as the other member, too, who rapped later on, and he also has a nice deep voice, which I like. But we also have lots of great vocalists here, and we did see a bit of the choreography, not super clear, maybe like a split second of like a little swipe and a little move and a little twist, but not a whole lot. And I guess in this case, we want to admire and look at the members instead of the choreography, just because, like I said, a lot of things, a lot of people, and there's also storylines. So, whoever's editing, they need to pick and choose what's best for the MV. But we can always look at the music shows and fan cams and see the whole choreography. As I saw, there were only 5 or 6 members who started dancing like right here, and then everyone came in afterwards, and then later on half of them were dancing towards the camera while the other half danced away. So there was definitely a lot of cool transformations and transitionings that I think we can see more clearly and enjoy more at a music show. But back to the members here, we see more of them coming, and then there's this very like chaotic outdoor event that happened. Papers flying everywhere, balloons are here and there, tables are turned. It looked like it was a celebration of some sort, but turned into chaos afterwards. So could it mean like, oh yes, like I'm going to ask this person out and please be my girlfriend, but in the end, like she rejected or something. So it kind of represented, everything fell apart, not the way they expected. Again, just an interpretation, just because there's just lots of things to see. And then there's this very purpley tie-dyed bus with lots of plants growing on it, and it also says "I am obsessed with you." Kind of creepy, but maybe because, you know, the characters are devastated from what they heard and got rejected, they're still like, I still really like you though. But hopefully, you know, things will turn out better. Who knows? So this is another beautiful scene with all the colors and balloons, and we see the female character there and another member, and they didn't really interact, but it's like, oh, so close, but in the end, you know, nothing happened, or they're not dating. So it's interesting because it's like so close and yet so far, that type of feel, right? But everyone just looks fabulous. They all, I feel like, maybe they were muscular way back when as well, but like I said, I don't know 17 very well, so some of them looked quite muscular and very fit. Maybe they worked out purposefully because they have to wear like a sleeveless outfit or something like that, but I thought everyone looked fantastic. More casual like wear, nothing really universal like a uniform or like the same suit, you know, and all that, but I think it's very suitable, kind of boyfriend material outfits, I guess, if you will. I'm going to shrink myself and see if I can count the members. Even the camera can't like capture them all, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I thought they were called 17 because the youngest or the average age when they started, like debuted, was 17. But I don't think there were 17 members. I remember back then they were like, there was a news, or the news was saying like, one of the biggest groups at that time, plus another group, I think it was like Uptension, like those two groups have a lot of members compared to back in that time. There were maybe at most like 8 members or 6, but there's plenty here. So I hope I didn't miss anybody, but if I did, I'm sorry, or I can find another scene where, you know, it's clearer. But yes, this is the scene where, you know, part of the group danced towards and looked at the camera while the other group kind of did its own little thing, and then they turned back to the camera. So I am really curious to see, you know, what else. But this orangey pinkish ball that just popped up in the middle, what does that mean? I like your hair, by the way, sir. Looks good on you. But I don't know, like some members were looking at it, not a lot of emotions, just looking cool and kind of touched it. What does that mean? Like, this reminds me of like a kid's bouncy ball, you know, like those tiny ones, and then when you throw it, it just goes everywhere and you have trouble catching it. But I don't know, that popped out of nowhere, and then we transitioned to like something totally different, which is super cool. I was like, hey, I can do this too. Maybe, you know, not as fancy or high quality, but having these beautiful cloths in the background just changed the mood up, and lots of flowers, lots of colors, the angles, the pace that they were filming, right, a little bit of slow-mo. It was really good until they got drenched in water, and I'm sure fans are like, yeah, they're all wet. And I also thought like, oh, it's so hot right now, I want to get wet too, and you know, kind of cool off. But we also see the girl right there too in the rain wearing a darker outfit, and so I'm not sure what that means. Like, was she also sad about this? Like, she liked him, but something happened and they couldn't be together? I don't know, but she was only there for a split second before we see all the members getting more and more wet and dancing. I guess that's true. This last part we get to see more dancing, but it was also slightly hard to see because the raindrops were huge, and so it had a really cool effect, but I wanted to see more, and not like, you know, how here it's really foggy and hard to see some of the members. Like I said, it's super cool, but I would definitely go and watch and enjoy the fan cams as well, because it was a little hard to see. But for this purpose, I think they're really sad, kind of crying. No one really smiled in this MV. In fact, no one did. And so they look far off, or they look sad. And so, yeah, it seems like it's not the happiest, but that's just based on the MV that I saw. Who knows? Maybe the lyrics are the exact opposite. I don't know. I will have to check it out. But they have a lot of views, a lot of support, and I hope you continue to support 17. Enjoy Ready to Love more and more. And if is it an album, mini album? I'm not sure. I will have to check, but I am looking forward to listening to the other songs that they have in their album. So, yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you another time.